Hello everyone and welcome to Language Arts 7. This video has been put together for you as like an orientation to the course. So I know that I have a couple of you that are working in Calvert this year. I will talk briefly about that. For the rest of you, you are taking this course, Language Arts 7, either virtually, where you come to class with me twice a week, or independently, where you work on it completely on your own. Either way, if you're independent, virtual, or if you're working in Calvert this year, you can take a look at this orientation course to help you out with where to find things, how to do things, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm Mrs. Milky, and I'm going to be your instructor this year. Most of this video, you're going to see me screen sharing, where I will walk you through how to find things, where things are. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen with you so that you can get an idea of where to find things. All right, at the top of the course homepage is where you're going to find the link to this video. Right now it's not live because as soon as I get the link for it, I'll put it in there. It'll become something that you can click on. And that's the course overview that you can look at any time throughout the semester. If you're stuck, you need help with something, you're not sure where to find something. Underneath that is where you're going to find my contact information. Like I've said, my name is Mrs. Milky. I'm going to be your instructor this year for Language Arts 7. You can access my phone number here. Students, if you need to email me, you should use the Canvas email to contact me. Parents, you can go ahead and use the family school email account that you were given through WVL. My email address is jmilky@nosd.edu. Continuing on this year, as we have done in the past, every Tuesday and Thursday from 3 to 3:30, all of the middle school teachers will be in study hall. The link to that live classroom is found in the middle school resource room. So you'll have a course in Canvas called Middle School Resource Room. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, if you're stuck with something or need help with something, you just log in between 3 and 3:30 using that link in the Middle School Resource Room. Myself and Mrs. Leiterman will be there along with the 5th and 6th grade teachers. We're just there to answer questions during that time. If you're not able to meet during that time, but you do still need to meet with me, I can make office hours with you. I don't just set them up because I know that I don't have a lot of kids that use them. So if you do need a one-on-one appointment with me, just contact me and I'll find a time in my schedule that works for both you and me, and we'll get together one-on-one. Your live classes are going to be held Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1:00 p.m. So if you are on the virtual pathway, I'll be seeing you every Tuesday and Thursday in the live class. Some other important class links that you're going to find, or course links that you're going to find here. First of all, there is a link to your syllabus. So you can go ahead and take a look at that. All the important information that you need for Language Arts 7 is found on your syllabus. So take a look at that as soon as you have time. Calvert students, I have a link here for you that takes you to your Calvert curriculum. So you can log into Canvas and just click on that link and it'll take you to Calvert. Some other useful links that I do have on all of my home pages is a link to the WVL homepage, a link to your school email, a link to submitting a tech ticket. So if you're having problems with your computer, you can click here and then put in a tech ticket so the help desk gets a hold of you to help you with that. The WVL handbook, there's a link here for that, a link to where to find your midterm and semester grades, and a link to the school calendar. So you may or may not use those. Now, other than the Calvert students, anybody who's taking Language Arts 7 with me on the virtual or the independent pathway, you're going to spend the bulk of your time in Canvas. So this is the home page. The next tab on the left-hand side here is the modules tab, and that's where you're going to find any important information regarding lessons, quizzes, tests, projects, papers. All of that will be found in the modules tab. I just noticed that I did not put up an announcement. Between the home page and the modules tab, you're going to find an announcements tab most of the time. I will do that soon here so that you can see that. Anytime I need to tell you something and we're not in class, maybe I'm not going to be able to teach class because I'm ill or something like that, I'll put up an announcement. So you'll find that between the Home tab and the Modules tab. Now, like I said, the Modules tab is where you're going to find all the important information, lessons, quizzes, tests, assignments, things like that. Right now, all you see in there is a Getting to Know You page. The rest of that will appear in the next couple of days. So Getting to Know You, this is just a welcome to Language Arts 7. I'm glad you're with me on this journey. To begin, I'd like to get to know you better. Please take some time to fill out the reading inventory. This will be your first assignment for the year. When you click the next button, it takes you to the reading inventory. It calls it a quiz, but that's just because it's a graded assignment. It is not actually a quiz, it's a reading inventory. When you click on Take the Quiz, it'll take you to the questions. And I want to say there's about 12 different questions. Yep, 12 questions. So you just go through and answer each one of them. Who are your special friends? What makes each of them special to you? What's your favorite thing to do at home? There's all different kinds of questions for me to get to know you better. When you're all done, you are going to submit your quiz way down at the bottom. To answer these, you just click in the box and you go ahead and type your answers. Okay? Submit it when you're all done. So all of your quizzes, assignments, lesson pages will be found in this Modules tab. The Grades tab is where you're going to find your grade and actually your grade book. So right now, all that's in there is your reading inventory. You're going to see the rest of the assignments appear as the course goes on. If you need to find a fellow student from your class, go ahead and click on the People tab. And the link to Blackboard Collaborate, for those of you that are on the virtual pathway, is here right in the course. You click on Blackboard Collaborate, then you click here for Language Arts 7. It'll take you into the live classroom. I would suggest logging in anywhere between 15 minutes and 5 minutes before class starts. That way you won't be marked tardy. So you want to make sure you're in class before we start. The other thing I wanted to bring up for those of you on the virtual and the independent pathway is the Calendar tab that you'll find on the far left-hand side. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to September. I wanted to just talk briefly about how I set up my calendar. Those of you that have me for geography and for language arts, you're going to notice that this is the same. I usually have my lessons set up to be 2-day lessons. So I have you start it on Monday, finish it on Tuesday, start a new one on Wednesday, finish it on Thursday. And if you do have any extra quizzes, sometimes I'll put a quiz or something here on Fridays for you. Or sometimes I'll have you just read during those days, whatever it happens to be. But that's how this is set up. Each of them is meant to be 2-day lessons. You'll notice there's nothing here on the 5th. That's because it's Labor Day. So I have your Monday, Tuesday assignment here on Tuesday. You might want to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that week in order to give yourself this day off on Monday. So that's how the calendar is set up. Going back to the course homepage, like I said, for those of you that are in Calvert, I do have a link to Calvert for you. Just log into Canvas, click on Language Arts 7, and then click here for Calvert students. And that will take you to your login page where you can go ahead and log into Calvert from that page. So I think that that's everything that you need from me in this particular orientation. So I hope that we have a fantastic year. If you do have any questions or concerns, please contact me either through email or give me a call. That's what I'm here to do, is to help you out in any way I can. So have a fantastic year, and please let me know when you need something.